Howdy folks, hope you're all having a decent year. You're probably having a better one than I am. I've been sick since the start of the year. Don't know what the hell I have, but it completely wiped me out. That's why I probably sound a little funny. So I haven't really been able to work on any videos lately. My mind's just been completely fucking scrambled. But anyways, I was rummaging through my old GameSpot profile the other day. There's really nothing left on it. But I did find this. It's a little blog post I wrote about Call of Duty Elite back in 2011 when it launched alongside Modern Warfare 3, and it got me thinking about the new Battlefront 2017. And I'm going to read this blog post to you, because even though it might seem completely off topic, what I talked about in this blog post applies just as much today as it did back then, perhaps even more so. And the funny thing is, before I read it, I was actually going to make a video where I read this blog post talking about Modern Warfare 3. Better late than never, right? But anyways, here we go. The many, the oblivious, the woolly. With the release of Modern Warfare 3 also marks the release of Call of Duty Elite, some kind of stat tracking service as far as I can tell. From what I also know is that almost all of it's free, with a few areas off limits to anyone who doesn't pay up. Want those extra things? That'll be another $50. And that's all fine and dandy for me, because even if I was going to buy Modern Warfare 3, I wouldn't make the slightest use of Elite. But what I found absolutely astonishing, yet unsurprising, is that hundreds of thousands of people are more than willing to pony up for the premium aspects. It never ceases to amaze me how so many people out there in the gaming world are just like sheep, so easily led. It takes nothing nowadays to get people to pay hundreds of dollars for a game that should cost $60. And those that do speak out, many complain, but few actually take any action and end up paying anyways. Now, I know many of you are going to say, oh, but you don't have to pay for this, stop whining. Well, that being said, I hope you guys have your wallets ready when in the future, every game has a premium service like this, and you're forced to pay for every single one of them. What you sheep don't seem to understand is that by paying into this, you're telling the industry that it's perfectly okay for them to blatantly rob you of yours or more often your parents' hard-earned money, and it'll only be a matter of time before every game has something like it. It happened with overpriced DLC, and it's happening with season passes, online passes, and programs like these. They're making you pay for your game 2, 3, even 4 times over, and it's not right. It's a sad time to be a gamer. Now, I also learned that Call of Duty Elite shut down in 2013. It only lasted about 2 years, because Activision was working on some kind of mobile app, or they had created something, or they had created a mobile app and were focusing on that now, I guess. I don't know anything about it, but I wouldn't be the least bit surprised if it was exactly like Elite. But I still put this video out there, mainly because I think what I wrote in that blog post back then is basically what the industry has become today. And Battlefront 2 is a shining example of that. Only this time it's using micropayments instead of overpriced DLC or season passes or online passes, or maybe it's using all of those. I don't know. I don't know anything about Battlefront 2 aside of the fact that it's got the most fucked micropayment system in history. It's a massive fucking level grind. Nobody likes it. It's been getting a huge amount of fucking publicity, but kids are still fucking buying it. It's like, does anybody learn anything anymore? Well, whatever. At least I can say I warned everybody, because I didn't just talk about it in that blog post, I talked about it in many, many videos over the years. And that's it. I don't have anything more to say.